This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Charlene with me. Charlene, give me the energy I've been looking for from some of the people I've spoken with today. We won 5-1 today, last game of the season. It was a good way to end the season. The boys turned up, some would say, of course, a little too late, but it was a good performance all in all.
It was an outstanding performance today, but it just feels a little too late. And, I just feel so deflated. I know we've won 5-1, highlight, but it doesn't feel like a win. It feels like a loss. And I'm trying to find some energy or, I don't know, I just feel so deflated, Cecil.
Why do you think that is? Is it down to, because we slipped out of that top four, is it down to maybe just the mood of where we've been in today, the studio, or is it, what is it? Because I feel it as well. But again, like we said, it's 5-1. It was a season that not many expected from when we started. I mean, what is it that's really gotten us in this kind of, this funk?
It's because of the last few games where we had it in our hands of securing top four, and we didn't manage to do that. We lost the fundamental games. It's just, and I came in today so happy, so cheery.
I know, I saw.
Living in like complete dreamland. And I think that is what the big problem is. I was living in dreamland saying, yep, we're going to win, which we did. Well done, boys. You guys did put out a good performance. I am proud of the efforts you made today. You done well. But I don't know, I just had this feeling that, Tottenham will lose. But, that was me being optimistic. But it's just, we have done well when you sum up the whole season to go from 20th place to not being able to score any goals, We was even questioning, bloody hell, we're going to be relegated this season. So to secure fifth is a big improvement. And I am proud of the team and all the coaching staff and Arteta for getting us there. But I feel really deflated and really upset because we could have got higher than fifth. We could have secured a Champions League spot. And that is the frustrating thing. Fixtures that we should have gone out there and we should have turned up and we should have won, we didn't. Even that Newcastle game, there was no intent to win that game, and that is the frustrating thing. We didn't win the North London derby. All right, let's move on to the next two fixtures, Newcastle and Everton. Newcastle was a complete nightmare. I couldn't wait to go home and go bed, if I'm completely honest. And that is why I feel deflated.
Yeah, it's been a rollercoaster of a season, especially for an Arsenal fan. The emotions have been all over the place. Just on the performance quickly, who stood out to you today for Arsenal?
Even that's hard to answer. No, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be negative at all. But I know it probably sounds... As an Arsenal fan, there's a whole wide, it's a massive fan base. It's huge, one of the biggest in the world. So we understand there's going to be different types of fans, different sort of emotions. And I understand how you're feeling today, but I understand as well before you was excited and optimistic, Tottenham could potentially, in some sort of dreamland, they might have dropped points, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But I understand that as a fan. That's what it's like as an Arsenal fan at times. Massively volatile. It sums up this whole season. Yeah. We've had massive highs and massive lows. And it just goes to show why it's important to keep level-headed. Don't get too high on the highs and don't get too low on the lows. Right. Just try and balance it out and stay level. But you get caught up in the emotion and the momentum of the game and the way everything's going. And that's exactly, today is a prime example of myself as what's happened. I've come in thinking, we're going to win and everything. And now look at me, complete opposite. But, the players, they all done well today. If I'm completely honest, they all done really well. They came out with a lot of energy, scored some goals. Eddie Nketiah getting on the score sheet again. Even Cedric scored a complete banger. Gabriel, 5 goals. So I'll say the whole team done well. They've gone out on a high in this game. So
you said about highs and lows, and it feels like we may have hit that equilibrium. We're in the middle there, kind of. We just slipped out of 4th spot, but we got 5th. That's kind of down the middle. Are you now looking at next season with a different sort of energy, different sort of hope? Are you excited for next season?
Yeah, so now next season, obviously our expectations are now raising, all right? We've got 5th place this season. Next season, we need to aim even higher. So during this transfer window, we need to get players. We ain't just focusing on the Premier League now. We've got other games that we're going to be playing in. So we need to build that squad. We have struggled with injuries and everything. So it's crucial we recruit right. and hold on to some players. There's some players that I do want to stay at the club.
Name them.
I knew you'd do that. El Neni being one of them.
Fair.
I will keep him. Eddie Nketiah, I'll keep him. Lacazette, I feel like his time is perhaps done. I love you, Lacazette, well done. But, you can see he isn't motivated himself and perhaps wants to move now as well. Pepe, I mean, he came out and made a statement today, didn't he? Yeah. He's a bit questionable because, Arteta, I don't really feel like Arteta could get the best out of him. So I'm not underestimating his qualities and everything that he can do. Yeah. But perhaps Arsenal just may not be the right club for him under this management. So, he's questionable for me. In terms of players that I want to see come in, I haven't really thought too much about that. So I'll give that some thought and readdress that. But I want to see players, we need some defenders coming in, midfield, as well as attacking options and everything. So we need to recruit quite a few players.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.